What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patient supporter that wanted to know, is there a such thing as an alpha male provider, and is Dan Bilzerian one? Okay, and the reason he asked me that about Dan Bilzerian is because Dan Bilzerian has all these hot chicks around him, but he do pay them, right? But I want to clear some up to y'all guys about Dan Bilzerian and Hugh Hefner, right? I'm gonna give y'all guys a little business sense. Dan Bilzerian does pay his females, but those females make him money. Dan Bilzerian, y'all know I follow him on Instagram. I can't remember how many followers he got on Instagram, but I think it's over 30 million. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere around that area, right? Around 30 million. Y'all guys got to understand, let's be honest. If Dan Bilzerian was just over there with his shirt off, doing all that same shit without them women, would he have those followers? Hell fucking no. He used the women to drive eyeballs to his business. Okay, so y'all guys need to understand that I think it's his business at Ignite. I can't remember what it is. I don't be over there looking at the business. I'm over there looking at the ass. All right, and also that's the lifestyle I aspire to when he just got more status than me. But that brings you to his business. So then guys want to inquire about him. Y'all guys understand that? So the girls make him money, way more money than he's giving them. So Dan Bilzerian is more of a pimp, all right, than a provider. All right, case in point, let's say I go out and hire 2 models and they just all behind the videos with their breast all out, and I use them for thumbnails on my YouTube videos. They just on there in the bikini, and guys see the big old boobs on the thumbnail and they click on, right? And let's say I'm paying these girls $1,000 a week a piece. I'm just taking them. I don't know what the fuck you pay them, but let's just say I pay $1,000 a week a piece, and I got these girls who they doing the videos with me, and they bikini top, and guys see the thumbnail and they clicking on, and now all my videos are getting 300, 400,000 views a video. Do y'all guys understand? What does that mean also? That's gonna bring more. That means I'm gonna have more patrons. That means that I'm gonna have more book sales. Do y'all guys understand that? So y'all guys gotta understand that this is using the girls to bring attention to your business. That's more of a pimp. Because I'm going to make these girls, if I pay 2 girls with big old double D titties to sit beside me and they talking and they giving their opinion on the video, but guys ain't over here listening. Guys just looking at them titties, right? And guys are clicking on. Now that's going to bring attention to my books. That's going to have me with more patrons. That's more of a pimp than a provider. I thought that same way of Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, yeah, the girls, he had his Playboy mansion and all the girls lived in the Playboy mansion with him and shit like this right here. And he paid them, but look, they made him way more money than what he was paying them. That's a pimp, guys. That is a fucking pimp. You at your job pays you, but you make them more money than they're paying you. All right. Now I wouldn't say they're pimping you because they not selling sex, but you get what I'm saying. They are exploiting you. I don't know no other way to say it. They are exploiting you. So that's what I think about Dan Bilzerian, guys. Y'all guys gotta also understand that, okay, now they're my employees. All right, most of them I'm gonna sleep with most of them because they find me attractive, right? I'm their boss, and I'm gonna sleep with them. They get to travel the world with me. I'm banging hot chicks, and on top of that, I get to write off what I paid them as a tax deduction. Y'all guys got to understand, man. Y'all don't understand about these tax deductions. Y'all guys got to understand that anything that's business related. If I paid 2 models to sit beside me and I paid them $1,000 a week with big old titties, and I paid them $1,000 a week to do that, that's a tax deduction. So I'm using them to draw more clicks, which is gonna make more money, and then whatever I do pay them, it's a tax deduction. That's business 101, guys. That's why guys, rappers, well, videos ain't that much in style no more. But back in the day, y'all guys know firsthand, girls was all in the video. Because guys will watch the videos to see the girls, and then they might end up liking the song. So that's the thing with that, guy. Sex sells. But getting back to this question about the alpha male provider, Yes, there is a such thing as an alpha male provider. I prefer to call it an all-around alpha, but there is a such thing. It's pretty much the same thing. And what that is, guys, is this is a guy that's successful in the business world, and he's good with women. Now, the thing is, there are some women who seek alpha male providers or all-around alphas. And what that is, guys, is these are women that they'll be with you and they'll find you physically attractive, right? It's not like being with a beta male provider where everything feels like an exchange. You know, I sleep with you, you buy me a purse. I sleep with you, you pay all the bills. With an alpha male provider, she'll lust you and she'll fuck you, but she also expect you to be a provider. Do y'all guys understand that? Now I'm just gonna, for all y'all guys wondering, like, who in the world do I think I always kind of saw Vanessa Bryant that way. I think she really had a high attraction to Kobe, but do I think, and you probably could say this for a lot of basketball. I shouldn't just say this about Vanessa Bryant. You probably could say this for every basketball player that's married. All right, so I shouldn't just label her like that. But I especially always thought that about her. And the reason I say that about because he met her when he was in the NBA, right? But and a lot of NBA players do. But so you know what? I won't just label this to Vanessa Bryant. I'll say pretty much all the guys who met their wives in the NBA probably is on the same boat. Especially that Green, who plays for Golden State, Draymond Green. Y'all go to his Instagram and look at his girl, and y'all know he met her. Or you come on. I don't think that woman be with him if he was Draymond Green, the carpenter, right? And I think he's just more of a beta male provider. I don't even think she look at him as an alpha male provider. I think she looks at him more as a beta male provider. Just looking at her. Or Kevin Hart. I think she looks at Kevin Hart's wife. I think she looks at him as a beta male provider. But the reason I use Kobe's wife, Vanessa, is I think she genuinely found Kobe attractive. And I think she genuinely had lust for him. But do I think that if Kobe looked the exact same and Kobe was Kobe Bryant, the electrician, do I think she would have got with him? Probably not. That's how I feel. A lot of the NBA wives, I feel like look at them as beta male providers. I don't really even. I think Vanessa Bryant looked at Kobe as an alpha male provider. I think a lot of the NBA wives, the ones that met their wives while they was already in the league. I'm not talking about LeBron or somebody like that. I'm talking about the guys who met their wives while they was already making money in the league. I think a lot of those women look at those guys as beta male providers, to be quite honest with you. I think Kobe is one of the few guys that I think I would say met his wife while he was already making money that I always thought found him highly attractive. Okay, that's how I felt about Kobe. Because the reason I also say that, because you really don't ever know. The reason I always say that is I never saw nothing that I thought was beta about Kobe. Never. Whenever I thought about Kobe Bryant, man, he just exude alphaness to me. That's just, I always, and I'm not saying that because he passed and I'm trying to say something good about him. I always felt that way about Kobe. I always liked his mama mentality type. I always felt that way about Kobe. I never felt nothing beta about Kobe, ever. I always, and I'm a LeBron guy, but I never felt nothing ever made me ever think Kobe was weak or beta or nothing. So that's why I use him as an example. As I think his wife did have a high attraction for him, but I don't think she would have been with him if he wasn't successful. So this the thing about a woman like that gets with a guy as an alpha male provider or all around alpha. The hypergamy overrides the physical attraction. That's what. So if you're a guy and you're an all-around alpha, understand that, and the woman got with you as an alpha male provider, understand that her hypergamy overrides the physical attraction. So if the money leaves, she'll leave. That's even though she lusts after you, and even though she finds you very attractive, the monetary hypergamy nature of her, because these women still, even though attraction is important to them, don't overcome the monetary hypergamy. That's still at the top of their list. They not gonna be there just for love, even though they find your aura very appealing. That's why I don't want y'all guys getting with no woman in a relationship, and that's for my purple pill guys, that she lusts for you, but she looks at you as an alpha male provider. Now, how do you know that? I don't really know if there's a way. The best way to probably screen for that, y'all guys know I'm not getting a relationship, so I don't have to screen for it. I don't really care. But for the purple pill guys, the best way to probably screen for that, if you're a guy that's successful and looking for a woman that's with you for you and not trying to get with a guy that's provider, ain't that wrong with a woman wanting a man to have his shit together, but it's a different thing with getting a guy because he can provide, is to not come off as successful as you are. So a lot of women I meet, guys, I don't tell them what I'm doing with the books and all this shit. I don't tell them till later. Do y'all guys? I tell them usually after I done fucked a couple of times, and then I tell them. All right, I don't lead with my success. Okay, even if I was doing this, and let's say one reason I don't lead with it is because I'm over here calling women bitches and hoes and all this other shit, and so I want to fuck first, right? So I'm gonna just be honest about that. I won't lie to you guys. One reason I don't lead with it is because a woman comes see all my videos and about manipulation, and I'm gonna pull back and all this other shit. So then she's gonna go acting difficult. So I usually don't like to tell a woman till after I fuck 2 or 3 times, and I kind of feel like the attachment has been built a little bit. So then it won't matter. And that's been my experience. It works good. And when I tell them after I fuck 2 or 3 times and the attachment is built, it usually doesn't matter because by that point they like me a lot, so it doesn't matter. But if I told them that at the beginning, y'all guys know they'll act different. They'll be more difficult. They'll be like, oh, he think he got game. And so I don't like to tell them. But another reason also too is it'll come across as I'm trying too hard and stuff like this, guys. So I don't tell them. I just tell them I have a security company in New York. That's how I've been telling it with women, and they can't really count my money that way. Just saying you have a security company, that ain't, you make 50 grand a year, you make 500 grand. That's not saying that. Just for the record, guys, just saying you got a business don't mean you're successful. Anybody go get an LLC. So if you think just saying, oh, I got a business, what that mean? Let me tell y'all guys something. Most of the girls I date, they done had a business and it failed. Most of the girls I date done tried a business before and it failed. So they know firsthand you saying you got a business don't mean shit. Most of the girls I've dated, right hand to God, have said, oh, I had a business 3 years ago, a perfume business or this business. And what happened to it? Oh, it wasn't making no money. It wasn't profitable, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of them done told me that shit. So they know firsthand a business don't mean you making all this money. That don't mean shit. So I tell them I do that. And so I don't want to lead with success. Because if you come on, see my YouTube, then you can sort of count my money, right? Most of you guys could see how many patrons I got, see how many views I get on video YouTube, and see I got 3 books. You can kind of throw a good estimate. You don't know exactly what I make, but you can throw you got a general idea. So I don't want girls to know that. So if you guys are wondering about that, for my purple pill brothers, the best way to not be with a woman who views you as a provider is to not lead with your success. Okay, kind of downplay it a little bit. That's how you can tell. That's the best way I can think of to tell. You really won't tell because the women who view you as an alpha male provider, they will lust you. They will be affectionate with you. They will do all that because you got to understand they still have a high attraction to you. So everything will be genuine as far as their physical attraction. You won't know that they looked at you as an alpha male provider until your business starts failing. And then you'll see them start to get a little distance because their hypergamy side overrides their attraction side. That's what I'm saying. Okay, guys? So, yes, there is a such thing as an alpha male provider. I prefer to call it an all-around alpha. Dan Bilzerian, to me, is a pimp. Listen, if any of you guys got a business and you can exploit women, like sex sales, draw attention to your business, and you pay them something, say you got a car lot, I've seen this before. I remember these guys had, this is a long time ago. This is 20 years ago. I don't even know if this is legal right now. But it's like 20 years ago, these guys had a car wash, right? And they had girls out there giving car washes in bikinis. I don't even know if you could do something like that right now. It was like 20 years ago, right? The guy had the girls out there doing hand wash. And you know the girls don't know how to wash no damn car. He's just using that bikini shit to sell his car wash. So how I call that, guys, that's more of a pimp than a provider to me. If you can exploit women, use sex sales, whatever your business is, guys, don't y'all guys know that if you go to the apartment complexes, who gonna show you around? More than likely. So just to let y'all guys know that this ain't something that just messed up. Who gonna show you around? Usually gonna be a pretty woman. It ain't gonna be no 300-pound woman. It's usually gonna be a pretty woman. Why? Because in their head they figure like you don't want to move in this building, thinking that it's a bunch of women that look like her living here, or you might find her attractive and you want to move into the building so you can try to fuck her. This shit ain't something that just been started. Sex sales. Okay, guys? So if you got a business and you can use women that way, I advise you to use it. Okay, guys? What's up, fellas? So I want all you guys trying to better yourself some type of way during this pandemic. It makes no sense sitting around the house just not trying to accomplish one goal. My goal is I'm trying to get in the best shape that I possibly can over the next couple of months. So I've been strict on the diet. I actually had started before this pandemic, and so I'm back on my healthy eating and shit, back on my kale and salad. And so any of you guys that's probably already in good shape and stuff like that, maybe you want to try to think of a program or something. Just don't sit around the house, bored and count down the days till they open up the economy. Use this time to progress yourself. You ain't got no distractions. You ain't fucking no holes to sleep right now unless you had some before. So try to better yourself during this period. What's up, fellas? So I've been getting a lot of guys been asking me about the Hey Girl. And y'all know who the Hey Girl is. Had a loyal patron supporter say some girl hit him up out the blue and with the, hey stranger, hey, y'all know how girls do. Now, in a vacuum, I know the average guy over here watching this would say, man, just block that bitch. Man, nobody got time for that bullshit. But anybody who's been around the block a few times know that when I say this, it's the truth. Usually the Hey Girls are the ones that you really want. See, this would be easy to just discard them if they was a 7 or even an 8, right? You just say, man, that bitch ain't worth the trouble. But when a bitch, usually these are the 9s and 10s. And that's why they are the Hey Girls. These are the ones you really want to fuck. When I think back in my life, right? When I think back in my life, pretty much all the 9s and 10s have been more of a challenge. They usually just don't jump on board right then. It would be a blessing but it's always some with them bitches that they just can't. Now I have some, I don't want to say all, I have had some that just made it easy. But by and large, usually the 9s and 10s, it's just something about them. Now, understand that if you following all my principles about not validating them and stuff like this will make it easier with them, right? Because one of the reasons why they kind of get distance is because they can feel that thirsty energy that you want them real bad, which you're not a challenge, which means that they go over here and seek the guy that's the most challenged, because in a woman's, little pea-brain mind, challenge equals value. Oh, he's a challenge. Oh, he has more options. Oh, he must have more status and social proof. Oh, this guy here, he just giving me all his validation easy. Oh, he just making his schedule open for me. Oh, he must don't got no options, low value. So to understand that in a woman's brain, everything is value, 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 value. Social proof, social proof, social proof. How many options you got, right? So that's the thing on that. So usually, if you following all my principles, it will make it easier. But even if you're doing all that, usually these women have more options which usually means that you ain't gonna be able to just get in like that. Sometimes you can get lucky and she got a clean slate and you can just, hey, you free Saturday? Yes, I'm free Saturday. Let's do our drink Saturday at 7 p.m. Cool, I'm down. Usually, these girls have a lot of friends, have a lot of dudes chasing them, and usually they can't just, and these are the ones you should put the ball into their court. I had a patron on, I think on one of my phone call videos, I think it was my last video where I just on Patreon where the guy, I just hung up in the girl face because she wouldn't set a date. And somebody came in the comments and said, you should have put the ball in her court. Man, I ain't finna put the ball in the court of no bitch I met offline. I don't know if this bitch even looked like her goddamn pictures. Don't put the ball in the court of no girl you meet offline. If you met a bad bitch on the street or in the mall or something like that, you seen she bad, okay, put the ball in her court. Ain't nobody finna be jumping through no goddamn hoops for some bitch you met online that might be using pictures she took last year, and she show her fat ass up 30 pounds heavier, and I gotta put the ball in the court of some bullshit like this. Man, you must have lost your goddamn mind. Now, if I met her in person, and the bitch was just bad. Let's even say that the pictures do look like, you don't know what angle the bitch took these pictures from or what filter she done used, and she show up. Man, guys, do not put the ball in the court of nobody you meet offline. Bitch, if you got that many options, what the fuck you doing online? I can see meeting a girl you met on the street, right? Because she might be talking to a dude. She ain't on a dating site. So that means if a girl's on a dating site, bitch, you supposed to be available. You on a goddamn dating site. Shit, if you got all these options and you got all these, goddamn bitch, get your ass offline. And don't respond to messages till you see how that go. Your ass online. I can see you online because it say online now. And then if you are online now and you on here talking to dudes, then how the fuck you ain't got your schedule? Ain't nobody finna. I ain't not putting the ball in nobody's hand or putting the ball in nobody's court who online. You supposed to be available, bitch. So if the bitch is super bad, right? You met online, you put the ball in the court. But getting back to this, these girls, right? These girls have the most options, so you usually can't get in like that. So in that case, the 9s and 10s, and you met them out in public or something, you put the ball in their court. But typically, you won't be able to get in like that unless they have a high attraction to you. Then they start flaking on other dudes, and then they'll make a date with you. But if they don't have their schedule open like that, you put the ball in their court, and sometimes they might hit you up 2 weeks later. Now, she still might not make no date. Now, in that aspect, when she hit you up with that hey, the first time she hit you up with that hey, try to make a date, right? Try that first time. You try to make a date because she's now trying to put some effort in, right? But like I tell you guys, I stole all my game from females. I just did whatever they doing and I flipped it on them. You know why she's hitting you up with hey and won't make a date again? She's keeping you on the back burner. What I told you guys about putting women in the friend zone. Women are running circles around men. Why y'all think women put guys in the friend zone? Listen, I got a video called the different kinds of friend zone. And one level of friend zone is the kind where the woman just using you for all the attention and validation, and she have really no intentions of ever meeting up with you. But you also have the type of friend zone where the woman actually finds you attractive and she wants to get with you, but she's dating somebody right now and she's keeping you on the fucking back burner. That's what she's doing. So she got you in that type of friend zone. And that's what I told you guys to do to women. When you fucking them and they ain't cooperating right and shit, put that bitch in the friend zone. That's what you do. That's what she's doing to you. She's got you in the friend zone. So if, as me being who I am, I automatically thinks every woman want me, right? I never think a woman. So what you do is you keep these short. So if you keeping these short and you not sitting on the phone talking to her long and stuff like that, and you just like, hey, I'm getting back to work or whatever, and you rushing her off the phone, or you texting her, you just short texting her and shit like that. Say you ask her, so let's get back to the first one. Let me get back to the first. The first time you ask her out. If she won't go out this time, now you done asking her out. Okay? You done asking her out, because now at this point, she's just trying to string you along. Now understand, when I say she's stringing you along, I don't mean she's really stringing you along just to string you along. What she is she's trying to have her backup just in case this dude fucks up. Because she really wants to see you. She just wants to see where this go first. And obviously he's starting to show some weakness, or he's doing something wrong to make her reach out to you, to keep you, keep you there. She's trying to see making sure that you stay in her eyesight. All right. Now, the dude, if she just want to have you and her friends on just to use you to talk to you on the phone and stuff like that right there, if you pushing her off the phone, right, she'll be done with you. She's not going to hit you up no more because you're not giving her what she want, which is attention and validation. So she just going to push you off. She just going to say, okay, I'm done with him. But if you somebody she really wants to see, she'll try again in about another week or two. At this point, you don't ask her out. You wait till she asks you when I'm going to see you again. Okay? Or when are we going to meet if you met her offline. At that point, I wouldn't even ask her a question. So if she asks you, hey, how your week going? I would say, man, it's going great. Got a lot of work going on. I wouldn't turn around and say, then ask her, how your week going? I'm done with all that. And the reason I tell you don't block these girls, guys, is because I've had several of these situations where it might have took 2 or 3 months. It costs no investment on your part. No investment. You're not talking to her on the phone. You're not texting with her all day. You being real short with your replies, and you not asking her messages, asking her questions. You letting her do everything because you done. You done did everything you gonna do. And the reason why I tell you not to block these girls is because it might, I've had, right hand to God, if I'm lying right now, God strike me down. I've had girls like this, guys, where it took a whole year. It took a whole year. No effort on my part. I didn't call her. I didn't text them. It took a whole year for this girl, whatever she had going on, to finally dissolve. And now she want to see me. It took no effort on my part. I didn't lose no sleep at night. I didn't think about, man, I just said, when she'll come around eventually, because I understood that she wanted to fuck with me, but she usually, y'all want to know what these girls is? I'm just going to flat out tell you, they're usually girls with boyfriends. That's what they are. Boyfriends are somebody seriously dating. That's what they are. Usually, if you got a girl that's heavy in your rotation right now, or whatever, she probably is a hey girl to somebody else. Because women keep dudes on the back burner. They got an understanding of, you know how a dog go bury his bones in the backyard for hard times? Women they got the intuition to keep guys just in case. I'm talking about the guys. I'm not talking about the guys they just want to talk to on the phone and never want to meet. All right. If you rush a girl, if you're a guy and a woman trying to use you like that, and you're not talking to her on the phone, or you're not sending her texts, she'll just leave you alone. When you run into one of those hey girls, because I've had those too, by the way, the girls who just want to use me to talk on the phone. What happens is when you short with them on the phone or texting or talking on the phone, they call you and you rush them off the phone like, yeah, I got to get back to work. What happens is, since you ain't giving them attention, they'll just cut you off. They're just like, okay, all right, he ain't no sucker. And they'll just leave you alone, all right, because they don't find you attractive. They just want a phone buddy. Usually the girls who find you attractive but have a boyfriend, what they'll usually do is they'll just keep you on the back burner, even if you being short with them. Even if you ain't, sending no long text messages and all that shit, what they usually do is periodically, at least once a month or once every 2 weeks, they'll be like, hey, stranger, or something like that, just out the fucking blue. Sometimes they'll go 3 months. They just keeping you there, just letting you know, hey, I ain't forgot about you. And these girls are usually come around. It takes a long time. This should not be something you sit in the house waiting for. Let me be emphatically clear. You just dating. You not worried about that. You living your life. Do y'all guys ever understand that if a woman want to get with you, and you won't make time, they don't block your number. Y'all ever know that? Y'all guys got to have some emotional strength. Y'all want to block these girls' number because when they reach out that, hey, it gets your emotions going and you want to see them, but they won't set a date. And so you feel like the only way you can protect your emotions is to block them. You should have 3 other women. Not even worried about that girl. I'm just being honest. This is just like a guy who somebody got to cut up their credit cards because they like little children and don't know how to handle that fact that they got available credit. I got almost $200,000 worth of available credit on my credit cards. I don't feel like I need to cut up my cards or I can't control myself and I'm going to go out and buy a bunch of dumb shit. I'm a grown ass man. I can control my emotions. I don't feel like just because I got a bunch of credit cards that I need to go max them out like a fucking kid. You know, Dave Ramsey tell people don't get credit cards. Why do he tell people that? Because he feels like people are childish children that can't manage their emotions. And if they don't cut up their credit cards, they gonna go max them out. That's fucking ridiculous. But I get what he mean, because it is people like that. That if you get them a $25,000 credit card, they can't control themselves. Like little fucking kids. And a woman who hits you up out the blue that's hey that you really want to date or something should not make you lose sleep at night just because, oh, she's playing with my emotions. Man, fuck that motherfucker. She'll come around. Your dick gonna feel real good in her mouth in about 3 months. So that's why I don't, and I've had this several times, guys. I've had this several times. Just, if you keeping this short, do not go back and forth where she hit you up with, oh, how your day going? Oh, it's going great. How your day going? Don't even get into all that. Say, hey, it's going great, man. Just doing a lot of paperwork. Leave it at that. So, you getting out this weekend? Yeah, I'm hanging out with my boys, man. We're going to such and such. We're going to the compound. Don't ask her shit. And see, when you not asking her shit and you not asking her out again, you asked her out one time, she's telling some she'll let you know, can she get back with you and all that other shit. You put the ball in the court, say, hey, hit me up when your schedule get free. Now that you done that, you never gonna ask her out no more. How is she fucking, y'all guys gotta be fucking men, man. Y'all guys gotta be fucking men and get control of your emotions. You can't, every time a girl won't set a date, feel like I gotta block her or I'm gonna get weak and call her back. Or if she hits me up out the blue in 2 weeks, it fucks with my emotions and she playing with my head. She ain't playing no head games with me. I'm just going, hey, it's going great, man. I'm working hard. And so that's what I'm saying, guys. As a player, you got to understand that some of these, and you know what? I wouldn't even make this video. I just understand from my life experiences, these are the women that you really want to fuck. That's the issue. That's the issue at hand. These ain't 7s and 8s. These are the 9s and 10s that you really, really want. And what I'm telling you is sometimes with these 9s and 10s, it's just harder to get in. It's just the way it is, guys. It's been that way my whole life with all the 9s and 10s. Always. They always just seem a little bit more childish and a little bit more immature. And it just comes from the amount of attention and validation they get from men. And so they just have all these options. And so they kind of like, they just act like little immature kids. They don't know who they want to see. And they all over the fucking place. And y'all guys can't let that bother you. All right. So that's how you handle the hate girl, guys. All right. I'll get back with you guys later.